All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another market chart stock review, whatever you want to call it. Didn't trade a whole lot today, had meetings through a lot of the day, and so traded a tiny bit at the end of the day, down $270. Not really anything to write home about, but the market moved today, and it was a party to watch. Right out of the gate, right, we had CPI, which we talked about yesterday. And so if we jump into the 5-minute, you can see this candle right in here was the CPI print, and we went all the way from 478.75 all the way down to the low was 475.16. So the SPY was having a party. $3 range move, right? CPI, everything's already priced in. The quants are pulling the triggers on that. If you don't know what the quants are, I can make a video on that. Let me know. But it's basically the computers, right, at the major funds that are trading this. Computers are trading it, not humans. So they're just buying and selling on algorithms that are already pre-programmed into their systems. And so, you know, there's millions, billions of dollars probably going through. Let's see how much volume traded in that. Let's see. In that candle, says only 296,000, but for a pre-market, that's pretty dang good. So there is that. Let's change up this music a little bit here. A little bit more chill. Anyways, so that was the SPY at open today. And so we ripped up, right? Everything was up pre-market. And then this sold off big time, and everybody thought, uh-oh, and it came back and opened up, and then it came back, broke even. And this is yesterday's high of day, right? HOD, and which is always a good area for resistance, right? Or supply. And we came down hard. And I wish I could have traded this, but I couldn't. Like I said, meetings and stuff today. This would have been sweet to trade down. I tried looking for some continuation down in through here, right after we'd broken below this level, but we didn't get it curved up, and then ran all the way almost back to this area again, but couldn't quite get it in here. So tomorrow, right, we don't really have to chart any new ranges except for this 472.26 area we can add in here, which is the low of today. And that's that. And you see how perfect these levels work, right? Even in after hours, we trade almost to this level. I'm gonna take this off here, right? Boom. Which conveniently also is the base of this volume profile shelf here. So that's that. And then from there, let's see. Yep. So that's that for the SPY tomorrow. This range, we're still trading in this level here. We'll see what happens. A lot of money traded today. Tomorrow, I don't know that there's going to be much volume, but going to be watching it either way. Tesla, take a look at that. Interesting, right? We have been watching on Tesla the daily chart. If we go ahead and take this off, we've been watching this bounce on the 200 EMA, right? Will it play it? Yes or no? It has, and looks like this is the failure of it, right? The EMA is crossed up here too, which is significant and contrary to the last time that it was above this and tested it. Obviously, you don't want to play everything off of EMAs, right? They're just indicators. You're better from price action and level to level, price movements. But it is significant. We broke this, and now we're in this gap down here, and this gap is where we tested out of, wick down into it. The wick is almost to the tops of these candles, and then the base of this candle is the tops of the wicks in this area. So this could be an area of support, right? In here, demand. And so we will see what happens in there, if we come back up from there or not, right? This is a little bit of a breakout or breakdown of this channel into the support. We'll see what happens. So definitely watching Tesla for a bounce, even though we're below this. Now, the next level is to get below this gap. Looking at ROKU, which we haven't looked at this week, but ROKU is interesting because we're coming down into also, just like Tesla, a gap in here, right? In this area right here. If we break below, I'm watching for continuation down to this $80, $81 level. We're trading at $86 right now. 86, what's this? 86.50, 60, 65, yeah. So looking for ROKU to come down on the downside potentially. Lost some steam here. If, that is, it breaks below this gap area in here, right? This is a really strong support down here. Also, of course, Bitcoin. We can't not talk about Bitcoin today. Spot ETF got approved. Things absolutely ripped today. I mean, tore. I gotta zoom way out to get to it. Like, the chart doesn't really show it, but for you to have an idea of what Bitcoin did today, right? From here to here, oops. This is a $2,000 candle. And this, right? 87. This is almost a $3,000 candle. And then down in here, you know, we ended up doing almost $4,000 in Bitcoin range today. Like, just wild. And the spot ETFs got approved. They started trading. Money dumped into them. There was one that I looked at today that was a good example of exactly how all the ETFs, spot ETFs, played out for Bitcoin. That's right. It's the BlackRock one, I think. It's IBIT is the ticker. And that doesn't show anything, right? Open today. But look at this. I mean, it just poured in at the open as soon as they were live trading. Ripped up all the way to $30 and then just boom, sell off. And Bitcoin did the exact same thing. I gotta go back to Bitcoin for this. Where are we on the coin? Down here. So yeah, Bitcoin sell off, right? Big things. So on the daily, we're still in the range. We're still testing the, I don't know what this moving average is, why this is on there, but right, it's still just this descending. I think we go up from here. Money's just gonna be pouring into these. A lot of big companies are gonna start adding them into, you know, their like, this is gonna be a video in and of itself, but essentially when you elect to put money into your 401k and that goes into the stock market, now some of that might be allocated to Bitcoin spot ETFs, right? So money's being poured into this. In order for that to happen, companies have to own some coin, and there it goes. Anyways, watching that. Microsoft today, super cool. Passed Apple for a minute there as the largest market cap in the whole Dow Jones Industrial Average in the whole market, not just Dow Jones. Anyways, so that was kind of cool. You know, big market cap for Microsoft for a little bit. Those guys, right? And we're just hitting all new all-time highs. Kind of a doji inside day today, but above the previous highs. Notable. We'll see what happens there. We will see what happens there. What we got? All right. Now, that's Microsoft. Looking to see, you know, everything sold off a little bit today, tried to recover. We have a cross here on the daily, which is interesting after it's been going so much. Oh, we got some low battery. I have to plug in here. Where are we at? There we go. Anyways, so that's that. Then, taking a look, the next thing I'm watching mañana, tomorrow, is Nvidia, which put in, again, new all-time highs today. Pretty incredible. Nancy Pelosi is just having a grand old time. You know, I wonder who else took this trade with her. Like, you know, if you've got autopilot running, it's an application that will follow the stock trades of Congress men or women after they file, right? Do that, you're set. So Nvidia put in all new all-time highs today, and then after that, dropped off just like the rest of the market. Sure, reviewed with the SPY, right? The SPY is a good indicator of what the market did all day. And then back up, testing those levels just like the SPY, and a little bit of sell-off. So Nvidia on the daily, you know, a nice inside, or you know, kind of, even though it's red, it is a little bit bullish of a doji. Excuse me, hammer candle. And we're going up, I think, a little bit more if we don't catch an inside day tomorrow. But earnings season is about to start, right? Companies are starting to report earnings. Things are going to go. I have CRM on watch tomorrow, and this thing, I wish I had been watching it earlier, has been on an absolute ripper tear the last 1, 2, 3, 4 days, last 4 trading sessions all week, right? We based in here, this beautiful test off of support down in here. It got a bit above it even in its volume profile shelf here, and then up from there, new highs, new 52-week highs, I believe. Yep. What do we look like on the weekly for these guys? Oh man, we got room to go. So I have this channel in here, right? This break, and we are now above it on the daily with strength for the first time. This has been okay. This is okay, and we test down. So the question is, do we continue up, or do we come back down, right? And start working this megaphone in here. We will see tomorrow what we decide to do. Really interesting. And then the last thing I'm still watching snow. Watched this yesterday, right? And the way we opened today was above this level here of 198.50, and we just came down hard when the market sold off. Just like everything else, sold off, and then we caught a really strong bid here. And so I thought, oh, maybe here we go, but couldn't do it. So watching tomorrow to see what do we do. And you gotta remember, just like Mark Douglas says, anything can happen. Gotta trade accordingly. And we're looking at that tomorrow. So that is what we see for tomorrow in the stock market. Remember, if you want to get involved in this, want to learn more, reach out to me. I answer all the questions, messages, comments. If you want free shares of stock, go ahead and follow the link that's in the description of all the videos. You click on that, you get some free shares. I get some free shares. It's a win-win, pretty cool. And that is what I got for you. Remember, if your goals and dreams don't scare you, probably not big enough. See you tomorrow.